Greetings, everyone. Today we're diving into a topic that affects us all: how to protect ourselves from espionage. The first step to bolstering your digital security is the creation of strong, unique passwords for each of your online accounts. This might seem like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how many folks overlook this crucial step. A strong password is a cocktail of elements, a mix of upper and lower case letters, numbers, and symbols. It's the blend that makes it tough for spies to crack. Think of it as a digital fortress, with each character acting as a brick in the wall. And remember, the strength of your fortress lies in its uniqueness. Avoid reusing the same password across multiple platforms. That's a bit like using the same key for every lock in your house. Not a great idea, right? Remember, a strong password is your first line of defense in the digital world. Moving on to our second tip, it's all about staying current. Now, you might wonder, what's the big deal about updating my software? Well, it's more crucial than you might think. Regular updates aren't just about adding new features or smoothing out the kinks. They're primarily about tightening security. With every update, developers close off loopholes and vulnerabilities that could be exploited by cybercriminals. Think of it like this: an updated operating system is like a digital shield, constantly being strengthened and fortified. Each software update adds another layer to this shield, making it harder for any potential threats to break through. So, while it might seem like a hassle, keeping your software up to date is a simple, proactive measure you can take to reduce the risk of cyber attacks. So don't forget to update. It's easier to stay safe than to recover from an attack. Our third tip involves a handy tool known as VPN. Now, you might be wondering, what is a VPN? It stands for Virtual Private Network, a service that encrypts your internet connection, making it secure from any potential eavesdroppers. Imagine it as a secure tunnel through which your data travels, safe from prying eyes. When you use a VPN, your data is scrambled into a code that not just anyone can read. It's like using a secret language that only you and your VPN understand. This is especially useful when using public Wi-Fi, which can often be a playground for cybercriminals. A VPN also masks your IP address, making your online activities harder to track. So whether you're checking your emails, shopping online, or streaming your favorite show, a VPN adds an extra layer of security. A VPN is a simple yet powerful way to feel safer online. Moving on to our fourth tip, it's all about vigilance. Think of your devices as your digital companions. They are continuously communicating with you, and it's crucial to pay attention to what they're saying. Regularly checking your devices for unusual activities can be a game changer in protecting your privacy. Consider a situation where your device's battery drains faster than usual. This could be a sign that a spyware app is running in the background, using up your battery. Or maybe you've noticed a strange app that you don't remember installing. It could be a malicious program designed to gather your information. And let's not forget about odd noises during phone calls, which could indicate that someone is listening in. Remember, your device is like a canary in a coal mine. It can warn you of danger before it's too late. So make it a habit to check your devices regularly. Stay vigilant. Your device can tell you a lot about its health. For our fifth tip, we're going to talk about a common method of espionage: phishing. Now let's dive right in. Phishing is a deceptive practice where cybercriminals try to trick you into revealing personal information, such as passwords or credit card numbers, by pretending to be a trustworthy entity. It's like a digital version of bait and switch, where the bait is usually an email or a message that seems to be from a reputable source. Now you might be wondering, how can we guard against this? Well, the first step is to be vigilant and skeptical. If an email or a message looks suspicious, it probably is. Be cautious of messages that demand immediate action, contain misspelled words, or have an unusual sender's address. These are often telltale signs of a phishing attempt. Secondly, never click on suspicious links. These could lead you to fraudulent websites designed to steal your personal information. If you're unsure about a link, you can hover over it with your mouse to see the actual URL. If it looks strange or doesn't match the company it's supposed to represent, don't click. Thirdly, always verify the identity of the requester. If you receive a message asking for sensitive information, don't provide it without confirming the requester's identity. You can do this by contacting the organization directly, using a phone number or email address you know is legitimate. Lastly, enable multi-factor authentication whenever possible. This adds an extra layer of security, making it harder for phishers to gain access to your accounts even if they trick you into revealing your password. Phishing is a common and effective method of cyber espionage, but by being vigilant, verifying identities, avoiding suspicious links, and using multi-factor authentication, you can make yourself a hard target. Remember, when in doubt, don't click or share. Our penultimate tip takes us into the physical realm. When it comes to protecting oneself from prying eyes and ears, the digital world isn't the only battlefield. In fact, some of the most effective measures can be physical. Let's start with something small but mighty: camera and microphone covers. These tiny devices can be a powerful ally in your quest for privacy. They're designed to cover the camera and microphone on your devices, preventing unauthorized access to your visual and auditory data. Think about it. How many times have you had a private conversation or meeting only to remember that your laptop's camera and microphone were exposed? With these covers, you can ensure that even if someone breaches your digital defenses, they won't get a peek or a listen into your private life. But physical protection measures don't stop at your devices. They extend to your surroundings as well. It's essential to be aware of who's around you, especially when discussing sensitive information. In a cafe, for instance, a casual observer could overhear a confidential call or catch a glimpse of an important document. It's not just about being paranoid, it's about being prudent. After all, a careful eye can be a strong shield against unwanted ears and eyes. So whether you're in your home office or out in the world, remember to protect your physical space. Use camera and microphone covers. Be aware of your surroundings. By doing so, you're adding an extra layer of security that complements your digital safety practices. Remember, in the battle for privacy, every bit of protection counts. And sometimes it's the smallest measures that can make the biggest difference. So, don't underestimate the power of physical protection measures. They may seem simple, but they can be a formidable barrier against prying eyes and ears. Physical measures can complement your digital safety practices. The road to privacy isn't just digital, it's physical too. So don't forget to cover all your bases. Finally, let's summarize what we've explored today. We began by discussing the importance of fortifying password security. Remember, strong, unique passwords are your first line of defense. Next, we emphasize the need to keep your software up to date. Regular updates not only enhance performance, but also patch security vulnerabilities. We then explored the benefits of using a virtual private network, or VPN, which encrypts your internet connection and shields your data from prying eyes. We also highlighted the importance of regularly checking your devices for unusual activities, a proactive step in identifying potential threats. We delved into the world of phishing, a common espionage method, and stressed the importance of vigilance when dealing with suspicious links or requests for sensitive information. And lastly, we discussed physical protection measures, including camera and microphone covers, and the necessity of being aware of your surroundings. Remember, staying safe is a continuous process. Stay vigilant, stay updated, and stay protected.